We're nearing the end of a historic year for women in U.S. politics. A record high number of them are currently holding office here in the U.S. Congress. At present day, 127 women are serving in the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. This includes 92 Democrats and 35 Republicans. Women make up close to 30% of all House members. And a total of 25 women are currently serving in the Democratic-controlled Senate. This includes 15 Democrats, 9 Republicans, and 1 independent. Women make up 1/4 of all U.S. senators. Amanda Hunter joins us now to speak more about this. She is the executive director of the Barbara Lee Family Foundation, which works to advance women's equality and representation in American politics. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm really excited to speak with you about this, Amanda. I mean, how have the increasing number of women in Congress really changed the nature of American politics and the issues that we're seeing really on the forefront of it?
Well, there are so many reasons why it's important that we have a record number of women serving in Congress at this moment. One is that we know from our research that voters acknowledge women bring the entirety of their lived experience to the job when they govern. And we also know from our research that women voters have reported over the last several years being disproportionately affected by the aftermath of COVID-19 and the economic crisis. Women voters are talking about how they're worried about their finances, how their health care is suffering, their mental health is suffering. And so the fact that there are a record number of women in Congress that share some of these problems, or at least may be able to relate to some of the issues that women voters are facing, is important. But it's also important to point out that women make up 50% of the population, and we're still nowhere close to that in terms of congressional representation. So there's still a ways to go.
For sure. The Washington Post today published an article that you're quoted in about how Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley has been facing what some people are calling sexist attacks. This, of course, as we're seeing her rise in the polls. Is sexism still a part of American politics today?
Sexism is still very much a part of American politics, and we have a partnership with American University where we do analysis on the election cycle, and it's called Gender on the Ballot because gender is very much on the ballot, whatever your gender is. And when it comes to women seeking executive office, what we found for many years is that voters held women to a much higher standard. Women have to do more to show that they are qualified. Men can release their resume. Women have to really talk about the results that they've accomplished, which is something we've seen Nikki Haley do during debates. We also know that women's appearance is scrutinized far more than men. And when asked how women should look when seeking executive office, some voters said that a woman should look, quote, impeccable. And it seems like Governor Haley has taken that to heart when you look at how she shows up dressed at these debates. And we also know that voters assess a woman's confidence in 30 seconds or less. And if a woman doesn't seem confident, voters don't like her. So Nikki Haley also has to project confidence as well. All of these things are going on in the background, in addition to just talking about the issues at hand.
This is such an important conversation, Amanda Hunter. Thank you so much.
Thank you.